Hello everyone, welcome to welearn-educ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So today we are going to look at the Cubital fossa. By the way, don't mind about the rain. It's a perfect time to concentrate. So Cubital fossa is just a triangular depression that acts as a transition from the arm to the forearm. So at this point we are going to look at the contents of the Cubital fossa, the boundaries and the clinical correlates of the Cubital fossa. So basically, I'm going to give a general outline about the Cubital fossa in relation to this diagram. So from this diagram, realize that these red things are muscles, two important muscles that act as boundaries for the Cubital fossa. So first have this is the brachioradialis muscle. This one is going to be our pronator teres. This is going to be our humerus. This is going to be our ulna, and this is going to be our radius. Those are bones of the upper limb. So basically, starting with the contents of the Cubital fossa. So we're going to look at the contents of the Cubital fossa. So first of all, we're going to look at medially towards laterally. So we're going to move from medial aspect, then what? Laterally. So medially, the Cubital fossa, we find there the median nerve. After the median nerve, we have the brachial artery. Brachial artery and its bifurcation. That is, first we have the ulnar artery. Then you also have the radial artery. Then followed we have the tendon of the biceps muscle. Tendon of the biceps tendon. Then we have the laterally we have the radial nerve. So the median nerve, we have the median nerve, brachial artery, biceps tendon, and the radial nerve. So now, after looking at the contents of the Cubital fossa, so we are now going to look at the boundaries. What forms the Cubital fossa in a normal person? So the Cubital fossa basically it has this boundary made by an imaginary line joining the two epicondyles. You get it? So you have the medial and lateral epicondyle. That imaginary line is going to be one of the boundaries of the Cubital fossa. So laterally, we see that the Cubital fossa is made by the medial border of the brachioradialis. This is the brachioradialis. So medially, so laterally, it's made by the medial border of the brachioradialis. Then, when you come to this side, the medial border is made by the pronator teres, the lateral aspect of the pronator teres. So we have the apex. Now this apex is formed by at the point whereby the brachioradialis comes over the pronator teres muscle. Now after looking at that, you're going to look at the roof. The roof of the Cubital fossa, basically it's going to be made of, so when you come to the roof. So in the roof, we have first of all the skin. Obvious, you have the skin. You have the skin. From the skin, you go to superficial fascia. The superficial fascia. Now, but in that superficial fascia, what are you going to find? You are going to find there the veins. The veins. Then also that's what we normally find there the medial cutaneous vein. So after that you go to the deep fascia. Then from the deep fascia you go to the bicipital aponeurosis. That's the contents of the roof. So when you come to the floor, basically here we have I can illustrate the floor. So at this point here, we shall have the important muscle here. Then also another important muscle here. Those two things are going to make the floor. So here it's going to be the brachialis muscle. The brachialis muscle is going to form part of the floor together with the supinator muscle. So now after looking at the boundaries, we're going to look at the contents, how these contents can be easily identified on this in this diagram. So I said from medial we have the median nerve. So I can simply come here and illustrate the median nerve here. I'm going to use a blue marker. So here first we are going to have the median nerve. So this median nerve, if it is traced carefully, it's going to run between the two heads of the pronator teres. Remember, the pronator teres has an origin from the medial epicondyle and also another origin from the ulna. So this median nerve is going to pass through the two heads of the pronator teres. Then after that, you're going to have the brachial artery. So we're going to have this brachial artery here, which means brachial artery, and it's going to bifurcate to give us the ulnar and the radial artery. Now this so-called ulnar artery is going to be separated from this medial nerve by the deep head of the pronator teres. This is the radial artery. Now after that, next you have the tendon of the biceps. So it's going to be our tendon of the biceps. Assuming this is our biceps muscle, it's going to come. Remember, the biceps attaches at the radial tuberosity, so it's going to come this side and attach on the radial tuberosity together with the bicipital aponeurosis. Now that bicipital aponeurosis is going to cover these important structures. It's going to be a bicipital aponeurosis around there to cover these important structures. Then after that you have the radial nerve. So this radial nerve, which is moving from the radial groove, it's going to come and it's going to give off a superficial branch. That superficial branch can be traced here to be covered by the brachio radialis. Then to also give another deep branch. The deep branch, which is going to run between the two heads it's going to run between the two heads of the supinator together and enters the deep aspect of the arm. Now after looking at that, now we are going to look at the clinical correlates of the cubital fossa. Hope you've understood the structures in the cubital fossa. Now clinical correlates of the cubital fossa. So this is the clinical correlates. First of all, you look at this carefully. You can from this, if you're not very well, you have in the superficial aspects. I told you there's an important structure, the vein there. That is the cubital vein around there that joins you have the cephalic and the cephalic and the basilic vein. So that structure is going to join the two veins. So that important vein is going to act as a point for venipuncture. The venipuncture. So in that venipuncture, we are going to see that you can use that aspect to carry out intravenous injections. I think you can read that. You've seen that among your colleagues. So that aspect, you can use that point to inject the drugs or for intravenous injections. Then also we can use the cubital fossa as a point of feeding the brachial pulses. So remember, you have the brachial artery. Now this brachial artery could be used for pulsation of the brachial artery. In addition to that, we can also apply the stethoscope in determination of the blood pressure using the auscultation method. Another clinical correlate of the cubital fossa, we see that, you remember this is what you call this point is the medial epicondyle. This is going to be our lateral epicondyle. So at a point between the medial epicondyle and this tendon of the biceps, you can feel that tendon of the biceps. It's at around this point. Sorry. So now, if you look at these 2 points and you join them together, is what we call venicentesis. That point, at that aspect, we shall look at the basilic vein. So at that point, if you get that 2 points and you draw a line joining the two, in the midline there, we find that the basilic vein. So at that point, we can easily note that artery and do other clinical application on it. So basically, we've looked at the cubital fossa, we've looked at the contents, as you've shown here. We have looked at the boundaries and the clinical correlates. So at this point, I want to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.